got that mile high magic. You can feel it in the air, in the altitude. Feel it when you can't breathe.
Life in a barrel. Life in a barrel. Life in a barrel.
What it do, Broncos country, and welcome to Life in a Barrel. Inspired by the legacy of the late Broncos superfan Tim Barrelman McKernan, we seek to give you raw, educated, and unfiltered Denver Broncos news, takes, and opinions. I am your host. I go by the name of Town, and joining me every week, my co-host, my partner in crime, my brother. Please welcome Tariq Hatchet Young to the show. Reek, how you living, brother?
Life is good. It's
Yeah?
almost free agency, my favorite time of the year to see
Oh.
who we pick up. So
Yep. Yeah, I love free agency, man. Free agency and the draft is my favorite part of the NFL offseason. We're in the calm before the storm right now.
talk of the town, talk of the
Mhm.
town.
Talk of the town. But man, how was your week?
Not too bad, trying to recover my body from that arena game. But other than that, not too bad to start the week. How about you?
My week was good, man. My week was good. It was just busy. It's been on the go. But how'd the arena game go?
We got the shit beat out of us, but that's not our game. They don't play 11s. We play 11s. I think if we played 11 on 11, we're winning. But, it's a smaller field, less players on the field. But overall, fun experience. I enjoyed it a lot.
Awesome. That's what's up, man. At least you got something good out of it. I would be interested though to see if they would be willing to go play 11s.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I was like, come play 11s. Come on, come play 11s.
Yeah, it's a whole different game, man. It's a whole different game. People don't understand the dynamics of it.
Way more fast paced.
Yeah, for sure. But before we go any further, I just want to remind the people that we are giving away a free Denver Broncos jersey of your choice when our YouTube page reaches 100 subscribers. Have you been wanting a Talanoa Hufanga jersey? What about a Nick Bonito jersey? This is your chance to win one, free of charge. Just subscribe to that YouTube and share this with your folks. Let them know they can win too.
Stop being lame. You can tell your mama, your daddy, your grandma. If you got a daddy, I don't care. Just get your people to come subscribe. Stop playing. It's free. You don't got to pay for it. It's coming out of my pocket. Come on, stop playing with us.
Exactly. That's what it is, what it was, and what it shall be. Free Broncos jersey once we reach 100 subscribers on the YouTube channel. So just hit that subscribe button and we'll get there. Now we have a couple of pieces of breaking news to cover. Immediately after we went off the air last week, we were talking about Denver Broncos coaching hires. The Broncos announced a new coaching hire. CU Buffalo's defensive coordinator Robert Livingston tells Coach Prime and the CU program, peace out, as the highest paid coordinator in program history accepts a position as the Denver Broncos defensive backs coach and defensive pass game coordinator. What are your thoughts on the Livingston hire?
I think he knew. It's just not popping in Boulder right now. You gotta come down to Denver. That's where it's popping at. But Sean Payton's playing chess, not checkers. So I'm curious to see what he's planning on. I think he knew there was problems within the coaching staff. Why we came up short in certain areas. But to see him fill those roles, I'm pretty interested to see what's going to happen this upcoming season when all these coaches he's bringing in.
Yeah, definitely. I'm interested to see how this pans out. I'm interested to see, of course, where this leaves CU, because it raises major red flags, man. That's there's something going on in Boulder. Your defensive coordinator never just quits right before spring ball starts.
Something ain't adding up.
Yeah. But personally, I think this is a great move for the Broncos. I mean, not just for now, but the future. With the defensive coordinator Vance Joseph likely to be a hot head coach prospect next season, this gives Robert Livingston the inside track to be the Broncos' next defensive coordinator.
You got to get it any way you can get it.
Yep.
So,
and that's exactly what I think you mean by Sean Payton's playing chess, not checkers. Like he's building something for the future, not just right now.
Exactly.
But in other news, the Denver Broncos made an in-house roster move, one that we recommended they do last week, by placing a second-round tender on slot cornerback Jaquan McMillian, more than likely guaranteeing his return to Denver with a $5.8 million deal for next year. What are your thoughts? And should we extend him further than just this 1 year?
Definitely got to extend him further. Last year, I honestly the past 2 seasons, I think he's proven himself as a guy for our future, and that we should be having starting. Like I said on last week's episode, I know they brought in Jade Barron to basically compete with him for that nickel spot, but clear as day, he took it.
Yeah.
He took the position.
Yep.
So now it gets interesting to see what's his role going to be, especially because Riley Moss is about to be in his contract year 2 on if they're going to extend him or just let him go too. So
it puts them in a good position of having too much. Some people are suggesting that they trade a piece. I don't think so. I don't think they should trade anybody. I think keep that cornerback room as strong as possible, because one injury happens and shit.
Definitely keep the depth, because especially when Pat went down last year, those guys still did what they did without Pat. They played very good without him.
They held it together, and you were missing a defensive player of the year. That's not something you could just get over.
Exactly.
But Jaquan McMillian, under defensive coordinator Vance Joseph, has become an incredible playmaker on the defensive side of the ball. It's hard to say right now if a multi-year extension is on the table, but Jaquan has earned every single penny of this deal, and we'd love to see him in the orange and blue for a very long time.
Swiss Army knife.
Yep. And one last piece of breaking news that happened today that came down the pipeline that's going to alter our episode just a little bit. The New York Jets have placed the franchise tag on running back Breece Hall, who was considered the top free agent running back and somebody I know the Denver Broncos were certainly looking at.
Let me tell you something. We were talking about that bullshit ass tag last week. The Jets are so, listen here, Jets and Jets fans, I don't care who gets mad. Breece Hall doesn't want to play on that bum ass team no more. They're trash. And you knew the Broncos was going to offer him more money. So what'd you do? Oh, we're going to franchise tag him. He don't want to be there no more. Just let him go. We'll take him off your hands.
There's some truth to that, because there was reports that came out immediately after the franchise tag that said the only reason this happened is to prevent him from coming to Denver.
And it's not like we're in the same division, so what does it matter?
Yeah. But truthfully, I look at it from the owner's perspective, from Sir Woody Johnson over there in New York. They don't have anybody else.
Him and Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, they paid Garrett Wilson a good amount of money too, man. To keep him in town, which again alters our list here again. I think if Breece Hall was to walk out the door, I feel like the fans would absolutely give up on that franchise.
They should have been doing it.
I agree with that to a certain extent. You need to teach Woody a lesson, because he can't have his kids making football grown-up decisions.
They're just there to be there. They don't even play in New York, but whatever.
Yeah, the East Rutherford Jets.
New Jersey Jets.
New Jersey Jets. All right, Rick, let's go ahead and get into why we are here. We are less than a week away from free agency, as the new league year begins on March 11th, but the legal tampering period begins on March 9th. If you don't know what the legal tampering period is, allow me to explain. When a player's contract is about to expire and he's set to become a free agent, their contract expires on March 11th annually. However, on March 9th, teams are allowed to contact your agent to begin contract negotiations for other teams. 5 days away from the tampering period and 7 days away from the new league year, we are going to give you our top 10 wish list of 2026 free agents we'd love to see in a Broncos uniform next year. Our top 10 countdowns work a little differently here. Me and Tariq were each asked to put together a top 10 list of our own, and we will be going in alternating order, listing off our lists. If one of us names a player on the other's list, the other person needs to cross that name off their list and improvise from there, leading to a bit of a wacky list, but that's what makes it exciting. That's what I like about it. And with that, let's move right into the countdown. Tariq, who is your number 10 on the free agents wish list?
When it comes to this list, I think the three biggest spots the Broncos need heading into next season either needs to be a linebacker, a running back, or a wide receiver. And my number 10 is, I'm going to go Tyler Algier for number 10. I know he's a free agent this upcoming season. I wouldn't mind him being on the team, but we could also have another back because I don't think I get all the carries back.
For sure.
So,
Tyler Algier is a solid pick at 10.
Definitely.
He can be a change of pace back, somebody who's going to come in and, be a little different from RJ Harvey. So, but like I agree with what you said. He's not a 3-down back.
Not at all. Not at all. Once the Falcons started getting rolling at the end of the year, you saw him getting less and less touches. I mean, he did have 514 rushing yards on the season and 8 touchdowns. So,
yeah,
something to consider, I think.
All right. Number 10 was Falcons running back Tyler Algier from Tariq. Let's go ahead and move on to number 9. And my number 9 of the free agents wish list is Browns tight end David Njoku. With David Njoku not wanting to return to Cleveland, he hits free agency, and no one can use his talents more than the Broncos. A freak athlete, an insane blocker, and an overall weapon all over the field. Bo Nix would have his whoopee if the Broncos signed Njoku.
That's a good pickup right there. He started losing his spot at the end of the year once Shador came in, but Njoku, when he's healthy, he a bad man. That's all I can say.
It was surprising to see him pushed out of his position by a rookie, right? Harold Fannin?
Mm-hmm. He had a step down this year, only had 293 receiving yards, but had 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, he also didn't have a quarterback most of the year, so.
Exactly. It's a little step down, but what can I say?
Yeah, what can I say? So if Njoku was to come to Denver, what would you expect out of him?
Spread the field. You give him some open space, he's going to turn up and make you pay for it. But I think that's what we needed in our tight end. We need somebody at a tight end or a receiver that can basically demand a double team as well to get our other receivers opened and involved in the game.
Defensive game plan against us is simple. You double team Cortland, and essentially everyone else is forced to beat you one-on-one, which a lot of them can't. All right, Reek, since number 9 was David Njoku, let's go ahead and move to number 8. Who is your number 8 of your top free agent wish list?
My number 8 is going to be Cade Otton from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, tight end.
Okay.
He's a great tight end. He can block very good. Once he gets involved in the passing game, he can be very versatile. He had 572 receiving yards, but only had 1 touchdown this year. But I think he's there to be more of a blocker than anything. Yeah. But he can also, like with Troutman and all those other guys getting ready to leave, you can use him. We could use another blocking tight end. There's nothing wrong with that.
Would you call me crazy if I said I had him at number 4?
Oh, you had him at 4?
I had him at 4. This offense has been missing a tight end since the days of Julius Thomas. Cade Otton has become a security blanket for Baker. And if signed, could be one for Bo as well. All around, he's a good tight end. His biggest flaw might be the run after catch yards and maybe like separation. He's not shifty, but he could still move the chain when on 3rd down, which is huge.
Oh, definitely. I have one more tight end above him, so we'll get into that down the line.
Let's go ahead and move on to my number 7 of my top free agents wish list. And I am talking about Wan'Dale Robinson, wide receiver for the New York Giants. This man would change the entire face of the offense. A true slot receiver, attacking short and intermediate routes, capable of handling the majority of touches, as he showed in New York when Malik Neighbors went down. Sean Payton likes to talk about his joker role. If he signs Wan'Dale Robinson, he might just have that in a slot receiver.
I'm surprised you put him over Shaheed.
Yeah, I considered Shaheed.
I'm surprised, but Wan'Dale Robinson, he's a great receiver too. Yeah, when Malik Neighbors went down, he really stepped up. As you can see, I think that would be a great pick too for the Broncos, to be honest. I completely agree with you with that one.
It would be dynamic. It would just open stuff up a lot more because that joker tight end that he's been looking for to open up the middle of the field, yeah, it would be him. But he's not a tight end. He plays slot. All right, let's go ahead and move on to number 6. Reek, who is your number 6?
My number 6, I'm going to go with a receiver 2, the free agent from the Indianapolis Colts, Colts wide receiver Alec Pierce.
Okay.
Alec Pierce, we need another outside receiver. Pierce could play outside. I know he could play inside too, but the man had 1,000 yards on the season and 6 touchdowns. Like I said, we gotta get more guys that can command a double team too. So it's not always Cortland. We gotta expand the field a little bit more. I think that's what was hurting us a little bit because everybody knew Cortland was our number one receiver. There was a point in the season where, Bo was trying to target Troy a lot to get him more touches, but it just wasn't working.
You once again sniped someone on my list, man. I had Alec Pierce at number 3. A 6'3" vertical threat and jump ball specialist would go so well with this offense. He's an upgrade over Cortland Sutton and can easily become Bo Nix's favorite target coming off his first 1,000-yard season.
Dog.
Absolute dog. Absolute dog. Well, all right, Reek, we are officially halfway through the list. And to recap so far, at number 10, we have Tyler Algier, Falcons running back. At number 9, Browns tight end David Njoku. At number 8, Buccaneers tight end Cade Otton. Number 7, Giants wide receiver Wan'Dale Robinson. Number 6, Colts wide receiver Alec Pierce. And now we move into the second half. In my number 5 of my top free agent wish list, it's going to be Kenneth Walker, Seahawks running back. Super Bowl 60 MVP, Kenneth Walker. I love the man's patience and the burst that he runs with, and it wasn't any more visible than the Super Bowl. I was honestly surprised Seattle let him hit free agency, but Kenneth Walker on the Broncos would instantly change the dynamic of this offense.
I thought you would have him higher than 5, to be honest. I thought he'd be either number 1 or number 3, but great pick. I had him in fantasy football this year. Very patient running back. In the season, he started losing his touches, but once his boy got hurt, he got all the touches back in the playoffs and went to work and got Super Bowl MVP. I think that would be a great pick for us, considering we don't got the depth at running back right now, considering JK is going to free agency too, and I wouldn't be mad at getting him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at it at all. I'm just curious why Seattle let him go. I wonder if it was a salary thing.
I think it's a salary thing because they want to be able to pay Witherspoon and Jigba. So
makes sense. They're both top-notch players at their position. Require that top flight money of the world, Craig.
Of the world, Craig.
All right, Reek, let's go ahead and move on to number 4. Who is your number 4 pick?
My number 4 pick, I'm going to go with Quay Walker, linebacker from the Packers.
Got you. Okay.
Quay Walker had 128 total tackles this year and 2.5 sacks. He's a younger guy compared to Singleton. And he gets after it. He's a dog. That's what I like. A linebacker that's going to come in, going to hit you, going to have a dog mentality. That's what I like.
Yeah. No, for sure.
We need somebody like that. And he can play anywhere in the middle.
Yeah. I agree with that wholeheartedly, man. He definitely can. He's a tackling machine, and with Singleton going out the door, we're going to need somebody to make them tackles.
And that's the guy right there.
Okay.
That's the guy.
But let's go ahead and go to number 3. Bring our goat home, bro. Bring our goat home. I am talking Von Miller, Commanders edge rusher. Bring that boy home.
That caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting him to be 3. Hey, I don't see why not. He could honestly, I think him teaching Cooper and Mr. 15 himself, that dog, the dog that I'm talking about, I don't see why not. I think he'll make Nick Bonito 100 times better. It will be like when DeMarcus Ware came to the Broncos, Von Miller. That's the way I see it.
Yep. Like I said, bring our goat home, man. After he got his little tour around the league, It's time to bring him home for one last rodeo. He may not have the burst he once had, but he can definitely still impact the game as a third down rusher. And like you said, let him have his DeMarcus moment, man. I'm all for it.
I'm definitely all for it. Come on, Sean Payton, if you listening.
George Payton, if you listening too.
Yep, do the right thing. Walmart, if you're listening.
Walmart.
Walmart,
if you're listening, do that shit, man.
Do that. Y'all got the money.
Y'all got the money. But all right, Reek, let's go ahead and move into number 2. Who is your number 2 top free agent on the wish list?
My number 2, I'm gonna go with Travis Etienne Jr.
Oh, okay.
Travis Etienne Jr. If we can't get Kenneth Walker, we can't get JK. Travis Etienne Jr. is another great option. Had 11,007 yards or 1,107 yards on the season and had 7 touchdowns. The man, once he in open space, he a bad man. Overall fast. That's what we need. I think that's what we're missing is a player, a running back with speed. And that's our guy.
Yeah, ETN has some burst to him, man. He can be dangerous, and he has the speed to get away once he does get away. So we need somebody who can command the offensive line, and like I mean that from a running back position, to have the patience to let things develop, but the burst to get through the hole, and the vision to see where the hell you're going.
And he has all those things.
Yes, he does, and like his capabilities as a weapon out of the backfield too are tremendous.
Swiss Army knife on offense. You can line him up anywhere, he gonna make a play.
All right, we have 9 through 2 taken care of. Let's go ahead and recap this list one more time before we get into number 1. Yeah, number 10 we have Tyler Algier, Falcons running back. Number 9, David Njoku, Browns tight end. Number 8, Cade Otton, Buccaneers tight end. Number 7, Wan'Dale Robinson, Giants wide receiver. Number 6, Alex Pierce, Colts wide receiver. Number 5, Kenneth Walker, running back for the Seattle Seahawks. Quay Walker, linebacker for the Green Bay Packers. Von Miller, edge rusher for the Washington Commanders. Travis Etienne Jr., running back for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And number 1 on my top free agent wish list is also a Jacksonville Jaguar, Reek. And I am talking about linebacker Devin Lloyd.
He was on my list too.
Yep. Devin Lloyd is an insane athlete. Has a high motor, ridiculous instincts as a 3-down linebacker, insane pass coverage for a linebacker as he led the position with 5 interceptions. And despite playing inside, he can also go outside and become a pass rusher in crazy situations. And as a blitzer, he applies a shit ton of pressure. He had the highest pressure in the league as a blitzer.
Oh, yeah, we felt his presence this year when we played him. I'm already knowing.
Yep.
Devin Lloyd is a great pick. We could use him a lot in that defense, especially blitzing them. Swiss Army knife, he can catch the ball. Not too many linebackers know how to catch the ball. I don't want to say no names or nothing, but
I mean, some safeties and some corners have some issues. Some wide receivers have some issues with that.
Exactly, but not him. He said he liked that. So, Quay Walker, Devin Lloyd, phenomenal. That'd be a great choice for a pickup.
Yeah, he would absolutely become the face of the defense. I mean, of course, outside of Pastor Tan, but Devin Lloyd would be the green dot of that defense.
Absolutely. I got some honorable mentions too.
Yeah, we definitely got to get to some honorable mentions because we definitely didn't get to everybody on our lists.
I can read mine off. One definitely that I had was Caden Ellis, a.k.a. the big brother of Jonah Ellis. He played for Sean Payton. Played for Sean Payton for 4 years. So that's a little reunion or whatever.
Oh,
he had
sure.
107 tackles on the year. So
I don't know what their dad was feeding them, bro. Them Ellis brothers are something else.
Yeah, you got 3 kids in the NFL.
And he played for the Broncos himself.
Exactly.
I can't remember his first name off the top of my head, but yes, he played for the Broncos, and now he has 3 sons in the NFL, which is LeVar Ball of fucking in the NFL.
Talk about great genes, great DNA.
But you said you got some more honorable mentions.
Yep. Rashid Shaheed also as well.
Okay.
J.K. Dobbins, of course.
Yep.
Rico Dowdle. And Isaiah Likely.
Got you. Okay, yeah. I've you took a couple guys on my list on my honorable mentions as well. J.K. Dobbins, you know, he had a good year, but can he stay healthy? Let's go to inside linebacker Nakobe Dean from the Eagles.
I had him as well.
Yeah, I have him as like a younger Alex Singleton. He's seeking missile. He's going to disrupt some shit in the run game, put some pressure on the quarterback as a blitzer, but in pass coverage, he's a liability.
Especially with the height. That's a big thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Is a key factor on that.
For sure. This one is really a wish list, but John Franklin Myers. JFM, yep.
The price is, I'm curious what the price is going to be.
You know, it ain't going to be nothing cheap.
Yeah, not going to be cheap. I want to know what his asking price is going to be.
Yeah, for sure. And then one more that wasn't necessarily on my list, wasn't someone I considered putting on there, but PJ Locke.
Oh, right. Right. I forget he's a free agent too.
Mm-hmm. PJ Locke. I don't know, man. It's going to be one of those years. I feel like Denver could really make a leap.
Oh, yeah. Trust me. I believe they can make a leap too. Long as they fill those position needs with the right guys, there's no reason why we can't be in the Super Bowl next year.
I fully agree with that. It's crazy how 2026 quickly turned into a Super Bowl or bust year for Denver.
Exactly. That makes me want to get this off my chest too. The fact that the runner-up for the AFC champs isn't projected to win the AFC West coming into next season is insane.
They don't respect us, bro.
You really have the Chargers winning the bro. See, I'm gonna start crashing out. You're gonna have the Chargers, the team that barely has any fans, projected to win the division. Y'all got it, bro.
I think they had more wins than fans this year.
People back doing bath salt or something. I don't know.
People back to the bath salts, he says, huh?
Sniffing paint or something. I don't know what's going on.
They got a hold of that whiteout is what they did.
Man.
That's just funny. But with that, we have our top 10 wish list of free agents the Broncos should sign during this year's free agency. But before we wrap up, Reek, is there any place these folks can find you on social media?
Reek.season with 2 N's on the Instagram. If you didn't know, now you know.
You heard him, Reek.season on Instagram. And as for me, you can find me on almost all social media at town.5280. Hit me with a follow. But more importantly, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Keep up with all our bullshit. Hit that bell to get notified when we post a new episode, a new short. And YouTube is the exclusive place to get full-length video episodes. And like I said earlier in the episode, don't forget, we're giving away a Broncos jersey of your choice when we get the YouTube to 100 subscribers. So make sure you share with your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your girlfriend, your mama-in-law, your second cousin twice removed. Do what it do.
Your bald-headed granny.
Exactly.
Your dad. Yeah, the milkman, aka your daddy. Like, come on.
Exactly. Life in a Barrel also has an Instagram and TikTok account. At Life in a Barrel Pod on both platforms. And if you're listening on Spotify, please make sure to give us a rating. It is very much appreciated and very important. Make sure to tune in next week as we break down all the Broncos moves in the first wave of free agency. For Reek, for Town, for Life in a Barrel, for Broncos Country. We'll catch y'all next week. Peace.
Life in a barrel. Life in a barrel. Life in a barrel.